like which one. All right, Vlad. So we're here to talk about just pages in general and the progress we're making on our object storage effort. I see you added some items to our agenda, so would love to hear your voice over there.
Yeah, basically it's just a status update for what happened in the last few weeks. So Camille had a big POC, and basically there were two parts. First part was refining what Jacobs did on the VFS work, and the second is actual implementation of zip archives storage as this VFS. So we merged his part completely, and like there is one small test fix which I already approved. I will see. Like I hope Jaime will approve it, and I will merge it tomorrow. But yeah, this part is finished. It's already in production as of today, and nothing broke so far. So that's awesome. Yeah. Also, yeah, and Jaime works on the next half of this work, which is basically taking this zip archive storage and attaching it to the VFS. So we merged the first big chunk of it, I guess, yesterday or Monday. I'm not entirely sure, even though I did that. Anyway, so we merged that. And yeah, he has another piece of it, but yeah, I guess since we have like a week to the end of this release, I'm not sure that we can actually test it on docs.gitlab.com by the end of this milestone, but yeah, hopefully that will be soon enough. But actually, I didn't sync with Jaime on that, so I guess. And like Rails part is already merged, so if you want to get the best like estimate, it's probably best to ask Jaime on that part. So yeah, that's about the Camille's work. So what I did is on my part, I also finished my small chunk to test on docs.gitlab.com. Then I spoke with Camille. He actually provided me a very nice hint to the very similar work Verify team did recently. So I just took this and broke down deployments issue up to, I don't know, 10 separate small issues. So yeah, we'll work on this. But yeah, I hope that I can actually, I don't know, get like 4 of them into this release, but review work currently takes too much time. I'm not sure. And yeah, I basically just started yesterday on one of them. So I probably won't get 4 of them, maybe 1 or 2 in this milestone.
And the intent of this epic is to make sure that the data is actually connected to the pages deployment model once we
not that. Basically, first test is docs.gitlab.com, right? For this test, we took the shortcut and we basically already have artifacts archives uploaded to the storage, also to object storage on the gitlab.com. So we decided that, yeah, we can just surf from these artifacts without any more work we need to actually do to surf other pages. I don't know. So this big new epic about the deployments is basically copying these archives. Once pages are deployed, we want to have a separate place in the object storage from these archives and copy these archives there, because archives can be, like artifacts can be destroyed at any moment just because user deleted a build, a pipeline or something, or just, yeah, deleted archives directly through the API or through the button in the UI. So we want to persist this in the separate storage. So this whole new epic is about taking this artifacts archive on the deployment and copying that. But there will be another epic which will be just packing what we already have on the disk storage right now and uploading it to the same place. But it actually should be quite simple. We also discussed that with Camille. Basically, just taking our, I don't know, 30,000 something projects, or 40,000, I don't remember the exact count, and just zipping the directory and uploading it. So that's actually that sounded easier than what we discussed like a month ago. So yeah, I'm working on that part.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, and the other thing which is happening in Pages right now is that static site generator team wanted to like they weren't happy with the features of Pages. One of features they lacked were the redirects. So finally, Camille actually also chimed in and this suggested how we can implement these Netlify redirects quite easily. So I have an MR in front of me right now and reviewing that. Actually, I wrote that something weren't working. I actually figured out and it works for me locally as expected. It just Netlify behavior is quite strange. They by default use 301 redirects, which is like permanently moved, which kind of makes it persisted in your browser cache and doesn't allow you easy testing. But since we kind of follow the Netlify pattern, I guess it's okay to do the same for the GitLab pages. But maybe that was a mistake on their part when they were implementing it for the first time. Yeah, anyway, I'll try to finish the review today. And Camille already approved it, so it should be in a very good shape. Hopefully we can merge it this week, even if I have some small comments on it. That should be doable to fix in a couple of days, I believe. So that's what I wanted to say. And we also had an incident last week, but it wasn't related to our work in any fashion.
Yeah, I saw that.
Wait. Yeah.
Can you describe a little bit more on the incident last week?
Basically, default permissions on the API were changed, and Pages relies on these default permissions, because currently default permissions is API scope, which is like you can do anything using these user credentials, and they restricted it to the read user, which is like smallest portion. You can do anything. You can just see that this user has this name. So that broke a lot of apps, like it broke Jenkins integration, it broke Pages, and probably a lot of other stuff which nobody noticed in this like 8-hour window while it was broken. But yeah, funny thing is that this time, like the last time access control in Pages was broken, somebody noticed that in like an hour, and there was a lot of I don't know, unhappy people about this. And this time, it's like somebody inside the company noticed that, and it was like 6 hours already broken by that time. So that's strange. That's I don't know. Not many users complained this time. Don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why either. I wonder if they changed something in their usage pattern.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, that's a good update. Thank you so much for walking me through this stuff. I'll work on a release post announcement for redirects, given that you feel like that'll make it in to 13.4, and that way we can start promoting that.
Actually, it will be behind the feature flag. So
okay, so it'll be for 13.5.
Most likely, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Then that gives me a little more room to breathe on that. Good.
Hey, Blake, can I ask a quick question about the incident?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so when it was set to whatever is read username, whatever only, wouldn't that have broken basically all of our Pages sites?
No, actually, we use this API only to verify that user have access to specific projects. So we do that only for projects which enable access control.
Oh, okay, right. Interesting. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Well, do you need any help from me?
No, not really. I guess we're working on it. Not sure, like I felt a little more speed, I guess, a couple of weeks ago. Right now, when I have a lot of these small issues in front of me, it feels like there are too many of them, but I don't know. At the same time, I know what we need to do, which is great. And I guess Jaime also feels confident in his part. So that sounds, I don't know, promising. I actually had one more question. Shall we, like, I read the agenda for the team meeting, like yesterday's, and we have this like most important items on the top. I wondered if we should, I don't know, make pages part of it, because I don't know, right now it feels like we're almost a separate team working on a separate stuff, which is, I don't know, not that important or something like that. Don't know.
Yeah, we can definitely add the object storage as, because it is a release P1. And Nicole is responsible for adding like the deliverable label for it. So I think that we do have several issues that have deliverable label on it. And that's typically how we're tracking those top issues in the agendas. If it has a release P1 and a deliverable on it, because there are release P1s that I'm like, okay, well, after you finish your deliverables, this is your next crop to start picking up. And the next crop you won't get, the say-do metrics won't reflect those ones that you pull into the milestone. So release P1s without a deliverable are like less important or less priority from a metric standpoint. So I'll ask her if there's work that we know is assigned to like 13.5 that we can add a deliverable label to it and make sure that we're indicating that priority against release management features. I think what's a little bit challenging for me is when I talk to product leadership, they are advising me not to deprioritize release management core scope for pages scope. But it feels like we're doing that, you know, like
Yeah.
so, and we're doing that because engineering is saying this is an important priority. And so although like I'm getting told not to deprioritize efforts, I think we do need to start taking into account that object storage has been deemed a company priority, even if it's not by the product manager. And that's okay, I guess. So yeah, I'll talk with Nicole about that piece, and we can add the deliverable and pull them into the agenda for us to follow up on.
Yeah, that would be great.
Perfect.
Yeah, I guess I don't have anything else. Any questions from you?
Well, you know where to find me. Just, you know, my handle. Reach me. I'm here. All right. Okay. Sean, do you have anything? Do you need any help with anything?
No, all good. Thanks.
All right, perfect. Talk to y'all soon.
Bye.